Those of you that watched my previous video will know that the Volvo is back. Yeah, it's been out for a long time, mainly because of this here bracket, but we're gonna dive into that just now. But for those of you who don't know this car, this is my dad's 2007 Volvo XC90 D5. Yeah, she's had a few issues here and there, but she's mostly been good. It's just been sitting a while because for some reason the bracket decided to crack. So this is the bracket that holds all the pulleys. So it's got the alternator, it's got the power steering, it's got the tensioner and the idler pulley as well, sitting right here. So now what happened to the original one is it cracked right there, snapped in half. So what I had done was I managed to get it welded, aluminum welding and all that. It didn't really last long. I think the second day the thing cracked, so I had to source a used, new to me bracket that has no cracks at all. So hopefully that's gonna last long. So basically swapping that in is us having to basically unbolt the power steering pump, unbolt the alternator off. Yeah, the tensioner and the idler pulley should come out with the bracket, so I'm not too worried about that. So once these are off, oh yes, and the aircon pump, the AC pump right there at the bottom, that's gonna need to be unbolted so that it sits a little bit off to give us enough space to pull the bracket out, basically unbolt the bracket. So as you can see on the bracket, the amount of bolts that I needed to bolt this bracket onto the engine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I'm not mistaken, yes, if I'm not mistaken, it's those 7. So basically the AC pump is going to bolt onto here, together with the alternator on these two, and yeah, that's that. So yeah, let's not waste any time because it's about to get dark. Let's hit this first. Hopefully we can get it done by tonight. Okay, so we gotta disconnect the battery because alternator. Alright, I forgot this doesn't work. The strut doesn't work, so I'm gonna have to support it, hold it down with my back and my neck. There we go. There's our battery. Let's just put the cover off. I did not tighten this too much. That's disconnected. So now we get back to work. Right, I kid you not, guys, when I say it's been almost an hour, but I'm finally done with all the bolts that have all the accessories bolted onto the bracket. So the two tough ones were the the aircon pump bolts. The last two you have to get them from underneath. It's 210 mils. It's easier from underneath. So I've gotten those out of the way. So as you can see, our AC compressor is loose. Now I need to get the last two down there on the bracket, and we should be good to have the bracket off. I think this piece can come out now. Yeah, right, this is the part that snapped off clean. Yeah, I guess the welding couldn't stand it, so yeah, throwing that away. Right, so let me loosen all the bolts here, and then yeah, see how far we get before we run out of daylight. Right, so to access this bolt here, you basically need to set the tensioner. So the easiest way that I found to do that is to use a T55 socket on a power bar. Basically lodge that in there and then turn it until this hole lines up with this gap. Then you can put in a T20 Allen key to hold that in place. That will also help you be able to put the belt in place and for you to release the tension once you're done. So we're just gonna take those two bolts out and swap them to the other bracket. Alright, and there we go, guys. The pulleys have been transferred. Now all we need to do is put the bracket back on, tighten the bolts, and then yeah, should be good. Alright, so now we can celebrate because we just torqued down the bracket without cracking it. So yeah, it looks like that's gonna work nice. Now I just need to work my way up from down there by the AC pump. Yeah, I really don't like working down there because of the grass, but hey, man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Yeah, really no space. Let's go. Right, so we finished a little bit later than expected last night, and my battery was dead, so I really couldn't update you guys. But we're done with the Volvo. She was running good and smooth. No play on the pulleys whatsoever. The belt is behaving. I'm happy. So now she's officially back on the road. Only one thing that we're missing for now is I ordered a set of swirl flaps for the intake manifold. So what's happening is it's not getting enough power, so it's basically in limp mode. It's smoking a bit, for which I'm diagnosing as the swirl flaps. So once those arrive, we'll be installing those. It should be good to run. Yeah, but for now, I'm gonna drive it as is. Yeah, nice and slow. Okay, it is what it is. Let's get it washed up. Yeah. Gosh, I love this thing. I love this thing. that also roof. Right, I need to trim paint this and just restore it back to a decent color. Yeah, but otherwise the roof was redone. The interior is really good. We're also going to be restoring the outside eventually, so I see all the black pieces need to be basically restored, repainted. Yeah, that's just it. Yeah, and a few nice bits here and there which you guys will see hopefully soon, once we deal with all that mess. Hopefully we'll have time for this one. Yeah, so there's a lot of content that's yet to come. That black car right there is our project car. We bought it a while back. We'll be working on that soon. But yeah, let's get to washing. Alright guys, so that's it for the Volvo for now. So this is going to be the new daily for now. Give that big old girl, a rest. Besides, I need to change the oil pump on that car. So yeah, that should buy me a couple of days of fun with the Volvo. So yeah, that's it for now guys. Let's move on to the business of the day. So what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be finishing off the Mercedes C200. Basically the cylinder head is back on now. We're just going to be buttoning up everything. I'm left with the intake manifold, injectors, the tapered cover, yeah, and a lot of pipes and all that. So yeah, hopefully in an hour's time or 2 hours that car would have started, and we can go about flushing the system because it had mixed oil with coolant. So yeah, that should be fun. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let's keep moving on.
Everybody will be dancing on the feeling alright. Everybody will be doing it right. Everybody will be dancing and feeling it right. Everybody will be dancing and